There is a resounding theme in today's corporate landscape: innovate or die. Successful companies don't wait for opportunity, they create it. And that takes more than just being innovative. It requires building a culture and a process that activates innovation within an organization that is fundamentally sound. The question is, who are the companies that have the skill, the insights, the frameworks, the methodologies, and the disciplines to be among the world leaders in their respective lanes as purveyors of quality and innovation?
Each month, more and more attacks are launched with the aim of making web users believe that they are communicating with a trusted entity, which compels them to share their personal, financial information. Acquired sensitive information is then used for personal benefits, like gain access to money of the individuals from whom the information was taken. This illicit activity is called phishing. Phishing costs internet users billions of dollars every year. A recent report highlighted phishing loss of around $1.5 billion to organizations in just a single month. With the increase in use of internet for business, finance, and personal investments, threats due to internet frauds and e-crime are on the rise. Internet frauds can take several forms, from stealing personal information to conducting fraudulent transactions. But all are devastating to individuals and businesses alike, in both time and cost. And, corporately speaking, the biggest threats center around four key areas: BEC, ransomware, credential theft, account takeover. Fortunately, an innovative company, appropriately called IronScales, came onto the scene several years ago. IronScales is a Tel Aviv and Atlanta startup developing a holistic phishing prevention, detection, and response platform. And the timing couldn't be more perfect. This past year, IronScales experienced triple-digit growth and 10 times revenue growth in the US alone, as it added dozens of brands to a client base just shy of 1,000. IronScales, a graduate of Israel-based incubator 8200 EISP, whose founding team included alumni of the Israel Defense Forces Intelligence Technology Unit, employs what it calls hybrid human intelligence, a combination of machine learning and intelligence tools designed for security professionals to nip phishing attempts in the bud. Its platform integrates with Office 365, Exchange, and G Suite, and benefits from insights derived from employee reports and spoofing attempts, breaches, and security incidents shared anonymously by certified analysts. Take IronScales Iron Shield Advanced Malware and URL Protection, for instance. Suspicious emails are routed to third parties for analysis and trigger responses if they're deemed to be malicious, while computer vision algorithms ingest login pages to determine whether they're legitimate. We asked the exceptional team at IronScales a variety of key questions in order to better understand what makes their email security and anti-phishing technology so special. 1. What was your inspiration when inventing your approach to anti-phishing technology?
I founded IronScales after being a security researcher for a couple of years. At that point, a friend of mine that knew what I was doing was basically challenging with emails that I was receiving, asking me if it was phishing or not. I replied back with the kinds of the verdict and how did I know that it was actually legit or phishing. And all of a sudden the guesswork stopped and they were able to actually distinguish between a legit and a non-legit email. And this is what I knew that people can be or take an active part in fighting email phishing.
2. What is the core value that IronScales brings to the world?
So for IronScales, for the value that we bring is there's a big challenge and issue globally with bad or malicious emails. And our main mission and goal is to really help solve that issue for all companies, all organizations, to really try to say make the world a better place as it pertains to bad things that's happening within organizations today. Root cause of being from the email. So the commonality of this is, I would say on a daily basis, these emails are either getting in, and with IronScales, we're helping prevent it.
3. What is unique about IronScales, and why should we try it?
IronScales is a very unique technology. We're unique in a couple ways. One is where we sit, and that's at the mailbox level. The other uniqueness piece is for us to be integrated, literally takes 2 clicks or less than a minute to really get up and running and integrated. From there, we help and the end users get the beneficiary of seeing things that might be suspicious. So because we're a learning technology, we sit at each individual mailbox and learn and understand what's taking place at the individual mailbox level. From there, the big piece, and we notify the end users of when something's bad or malicious. But once something's in there, there's a big challenge that the security team has. The security team has to get it out of the mailbox, and time is not your friend. So the beauty and what the value that IronScales brings to that is we give security analysts, security teams within the organization the ability to remove things, whether it's 0 clicks or with 1 click, to remove it out of the entire organization. We also have the ability to give them recommendations, and if we feel that something is bad or malicious, we'll automatically remove it without any human intervention.
4. How do you think IronScales will impact BEC, ransomware, and credential theft?
IronScales doesn't focus on one particular threat. We look at the email as a journey, and we try to protect that correspondence no matter what it is, if it's a BEC attack, a malware attack, or a credential theft attack. It doesn't matter to us. We look at behaviors and anomalies, and we try to make the best decision for the user no matter what type of attack it is.
5. Explain how you utilize machine learning and human reporters in your approach.
The way we use machine learning is that we always say that it's not about the algorithms, it's about the data. So the thing that is very unique to IronScales is the fact that we can collect real-time data. And again, this real-time data is coming from our customers, from the cloud, and the decisions that they are making. Since we have such a good quality of data, like the right amount with a good quality, we can then use machine learning and AI, which are basically tools, great tools that can work with this data in order to create what we've created from a technology perspective.
IronScales platform detects malicious emails quickly, alerts security teams to the presence of malicious content, and to make it easy for them to respond to threats as quickly as possible. To meet these goals, IronScales first scans all emails for malicious content, then automatically removes malicious emails. If nothing is found during initial inspection, the solution then looks for anomalies in communication patterns and inserts in-mail banner alerts that draw awareness to potentially malicious senders, that trains end users to detect emails for themselves. Computer vision technologies also detect differences between legitimate and spoofed login pages. IronScales phishing simulation and training teaches end users how to detect suspicious and malicious emails. It offers a few hundred scenarios to create a campaign from. Which is why there are at least 5 key reasons why we think IronScales is one of those companies. Their technology is easy to use. It's seamless to deploy. It works fast, so you see the value fast. They leverage human and machine intelligence. They use an exponential model versus linear model, so it's scalable. At the bottom line, IronScales is bringing cutting-edge and impactful innovations to email security and anti-phishing protection by providing completely new approaches to an ever-evolving problem in businesses and personal lives all over the world. Innovations that are brought by a very skilled and experienced management team, working in unison on methods of phishing prevention, detection, and remediation that are clearly resonating with businesses worldwide. And with the innate ability to move fast, from idea inception through funding, IronScales is positioned well to becoming one of the next big impact world players in the industry.